Hey, this is Blind Fox and welcome at my gameplay through. And we are back in Farming Simulator 25. We are in June. We've been busy for almost, well, this is our 10th month, or well, our 11th month. Because we started in August. Currently I'm on medium level and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't like medium that much. I like the lower level, or the lower graphics, sorry, a bit more because it's easier for me to see stuff in shadows there. But I mean, the medium graphics just looks cool. It doesn't look in shadows. Here we've got our cement factory, and we need 10 of those. So let's see what they did. We'll look at those in a bit. So I need to fill up my cement factory with some, what do you call them, wood chips, because we are running this one currently. We need these little roof plates. We're running also roof plates on this and on that. These two are slower, I think, than this one. So, and I don't have enough sawdust from the medium-sized sawmill to actually justify me getting another cement factory. Or not getting another one, but getting another, using the one with the wood chips to get actually faster production. So we are not, this is not going to be fast for doing our stuff. And this is just after the update, what is it, 1.10 dropped. So we've got these fields. This one is at a higher growth state than these two because it was planted the day before. I'm wondering if they are going to be ready to harvest the same day. That we will check out. This is our grass. These are granola. They are not ready to harvest it this time. Next month will be their harvest time. This one didn't get rolled. There we've got our stuff. We really need to do some contracts. Ooh, we need to do some nitrogen on this field. We need some, what is the other one we're missing? Our pH values maybe. So let's see. We do need, our pH is fine at the moment, I think. Do need new nitrogen levels, we'll do that. Didn't harvest that in the thing, yeah. So we are using the precision farming. We are not doing so much in okay, we are there. We've got our solid fertilizer, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can actually enable our sensors yet. Yes, we actually can. So we can start our worker to work on the field. We will also start some workers here. If we find anything that actually is profitable, which those are not, this isn't really profitable. Although those might be. But we'll hope for later in the day. So we'll start you off, big enough, I don't have to start big fence yet. I do actually need the other conveyor belt because I actually have the first and the second one. I actually need the first and the third one. But that one is a bit expensive, so currently it does work. I don't need to carry that much rocks around, and those that I do, I can just hook up the scoop. It's ready to actually go and fix some soda or wood chips. Now this is the system or the middle one. The big one is just big because I want the planks and I want the stuff, but I don't want just to do, if I have the big one I will just literally the whole time do wood, have to do woodwork, and I do not have a lot of space for trees to cut. I hope I can get rid of this fence somehow, but I think the fence might be tied with the, I don't know if it's the silos or with what the fence is tied, but come on, computers. This one, it's difficult actually sometimes to just get this lined up properly. You would think that it would be better to, easy to drop, but it doesn't always want to do what I want it to do. Let's do it again. Let's flatten the side. Let's try it this way. There we go. And it's difficult. There we go. Oh, it actually works. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it just does not. But there we go. We've pulled you out. We need to clear that stuff up. We need to... I want to get rid of this fence, but I'm not sure if it to what it's tied. If it's actually tied to the silos over there, it just doesn't want to disappear yet. I have tried. I hate fences, they are getting in my way. So we are really very low on funds currently. Really low on funds, so we need to get some money somewhere. No, I could, you can say, well, I could sell the wood product. I can't really yet sell the wood product because we will need it for the Graneelevator Museum. We need, I think, 9 more. Let's see how our did it actually spray? Oh, there's new stuff. Don't want to do fertilizing. I don't like fertilizing. Hoeing, no. Yeah. Let's just save. So grass, I did do the actual fertilizing. I don't know why it never wants to do proper fertilizing with grass. See, it is the lowest there. What is it here? It did fertilize a bit. Let's just jump out and see. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. How is it doing? What is bad? Our pH is bad. So we will go and we will hop in here. Turn this on. This. Go and hunt down our lime. And yes, I might get better results using a liquid fertilizer. Don't have it at the moment, I've got this one. Yes, and I could go and I can hire this, and yes, I don't have crop destruction turned on. Why not? Because if you can't really stay on the roads, it does not make that much sense to turn on crop destruction. Let's just say you are quite destructive on your crops if you do so. Okay, there we've got the those. We'll drop you just about there. We'll unload you. We'll drop you there. Where we go? We will reverse. We'll go and screw up and turn a bit. And then we will go and pick up. Oh, come on, you foolish thing. Turn if I want you to turn. There we go. Now we will, after we drove over everything, we'll just refill and see how far we go. We'll just fill you all up. It does take its own time. We'll pop into the Graneelevator Museum in a bit. There we go. Now it's closed, we've got our lime. I would really like to actually do the whole thing with organic fertilizer. You don't get that big a score, and I know using solid fertilizer I think doesn't give you that much on the fertilizer score, but yeah, it's not really done yet. Let's see. We'll turn you back on. I presume it turns the fertilizer on when you actually use a worker or the sensors, but it doesn't show if it's on or not. Let's see if we've got anything new here. Not that I can afford anything new. Ooh, what's this? Machines. These machines are... Ah, this is a cedar. It looks like a direct drill, maybe? Nice blue one. In any case, we can't afford it anyhow. We'll see how it goes. You can see the lime doesn't really apply very evenly or very nicely, because the same thing it does and it does not. It spray in places, it does not spray in places. But anyway, it's not as accurate as some of the others. What do we have here? Again, fertilizer. We've got some bale wrapping. But before we do anything else, let's hop over to the Graneelevator Museum to go and see what we need a visit. We've got one pallet of roof tiles waiting on our trailer. We need 10, so we need 9 more pallets. So it's really not waste. It's really a waste of time just to drive over one pallet. So I'm gonna wait until I get 4 of those. Whether or not you can enter here, I do not know. Most likely I will get stuck. Here's all the stuff we got from our little jaunt. Because we did collect all 25 of the stuff. You really aren't, I think, supposed to come here, the stuff I've seen, when it's in building already, or when they started to build. But a lot of stuff that we collected. As far as I know, when you are finished building this thing, you can't enter it again. Or anymore. There's the desk, there's the board. Very nice. So we have been through this already, and there's some more stuff. But this is after we started. I don't know how, if some of the stuff changed already. I can't really remember, but this is basically what it is. This door doesn't work. There's some other stuff that we collected. Ooh, can we actually walk around here? No, I don't think we should. I think we're gonna fall off. Yes. Here we've got some the train tracks. And this is basically our Graneelevator Museum. So we'll save again because, well, we can. So let's see how this look. Almost done. Let's visit here again. Come on, where's visit? Now I think I need to be off of this if I want to actually visit. Yes, there we go. Now we can visit. Well, now this is a bit better. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. So everything here is at the moment perfect. The grass just isn't doing as well as I thought that the scoring would be doing. I don't know if it's supposed to be able to recalculate the fertilizer stuff. And if it actually reset, I don't know, because you can see there is good values there. I don't know what the problem with the fertilizer is, but that is just apparently what it is. The last time we played this, we had some trouble with the some of our missions or our contracts. Also not gonna go these. There's not really stuff I can do today. And we hope we are going to not run out of funds. But we're going to finish this. And at least this thing will be limed again. Here you can see the difference between the limed and the not limed parts. Very nice. If you use a lower graphics, you can't always see the lines. The texture doesn't really change when you use it. Alright, let's just look again there. No, we want to be there. Okay, we've got mostly there. This we need how much? Around 4. This one is much fuller because it sort of fills this up. This one also around 4 that I need. So we hope this thing will do its thing and give us some pellets. Won't be today. Let's run over to these and see how they do. Now there's one of two things I can do. I can either wait until they are all finished. I don't have a pellet loader. Sorry, not a bale loader though. They are at 42%. These are at also at 42. So here is our roof tiles that's waiting for us. Yes, I know this is not the correct one for actually carrying pallets, but I mean, we've got the thing. We've got it cheap. We might actually use it sometime for its actual purpose, and I really can't stack stuff nicely, so it doesn't really matter. Let's run with this wood to the sawmill for a bit. So what am I doing today? Again, there's nothing much I can do because of the limbo, because I'm waiting for everything to finish. I'm going to get some more trees in there, trim some more stuff down, just clear up. What I need to do is we'll eventually need rope, because after we build the Graneelevator Museum, we are going to build the fairground, and there you do need rope. So we are going to finish that. Then we'll need some rope. So we do need some, either plant cotton, which is expensive, or do some sheep for wool that can be made into rope at the rope walk. The problem with the rope walk is it is not available in small scale as it was. Let's see, factories. Little factories, you only get the tailors, which we don't need, sugar mill, which we don't need, spinnery, which you don't need, sawmill, which we want the big one for because it can make more stuff and it makes wood chips, oil mill, grape machine, Grain mill. I wonder if we actually would get more for these stuff if we sold them through the grain mill. Dairy, which is very slow as well. Cement factory, which we have two of. Simply because you don't get a small cement or a medium cement factory. Carpentry shop, which we don't really use. And preservative shop. Now, carpentry doth make, I think, furniture. So we might, I don't know if we're gonna do a little carpentry. Then we've got the bakery. Then we've got a medium spinnery, larger one. Now where's the rope walk? You see, this stuff isn't always the bakery. Stuff isn't always nicely. Here we've got the rope maker. And that only has a 300,000, which is the same as on the map. There is no small rope maker. Just to show you. Sawmill, this is the one we have. We've got the wood miser, this is our one. This is the big sawmill. What we will of course need is those walls, but I'll have to go and buy them, simply because we don't own the sawmill. The paper mill as well, big and expensive, and we do not own that as well, so we will have to go and buy it as well. I don't think we want to buy the whole paper factory, that's a bit extreme. I don't think we will make enough money to do that. Here's the grapes. Big grain mill. Unless they really have a new thing for this. So let's go and hunt something. I just want to see something. See, you can't. Let's see if we can actually buy this thing. The reason we've got our yeah, you can't buy that. Although you can buy this. This is the big cement mill. You can't interact with the stone, the rock crusher on the map. So that's why here is a big fat rock crusher that we own. Now I wonder why this little bit didn't get done. But apparently it has got enough whatever of its own. It actually does not. We are... what? It's empty? Wow, we went through all of that lime on this field? Wow, that was extreme. But luckily we are at this corner here. You can just do this, that, run down here without crashing. See, here is the stones, which we can't do a thing with because, well, our own area. They're still not. Oops. There, let's just do this so that we can actually fold it up. Come on. Some stuff works, some stuff just It's difficult to actually drive where we want to be sometimes. Ah, there we go. R. We can get lime here, we can get solid fertilizer here. We want lime. So we'll buy and see how far that goes. Most likely I will actually have to go and... That's enough. Let's just drive away. Drive away. Before we end up totally bankrupt. No, it doesn't help me to do that. I will need to do this. Okay. Unfold you. Turn you on. And do one. This thing is remarkably hungry with lime this time. Remarkably hungry with lime. There we go, we've done you. X. So we've done that one. I don't have what is it, that track marks turned on. So let's see if I can actually do anything yet. This is going to be a boring one because we can't really afford to do a lot. We might go and do the bale wrapping, that will give us some money. We could do some bale wrapping. Don't want to do harvesting, that's difficult. And it doesn't pay a lot, that one. The hoeing pays too little. So let's go and do some bale wrapping there. So we'll go and do bale wrapping. Simply because we don't really have anything else to do. Just park you there. I do like this bale wrapper though. One of the things that I really want is a bale wrapper, besides a new tractor as well. I want a lot of things. And here is actually where I use AI a lot. It's getting to where I need to be. That is basically because it's difficult for me to drive. So we'll use the AI. I know it costs money. I do know it costs money to drive. But it's either that or I get so lost that it really helps me to use the AI driver. Fertilizer's not worth me doing it. Spraying, we do not really have a sprayer, and I'm not gonna borrow this. It's just not, you pay for the fertilizer, so it's not really bad. See how this looks inside. Very nice. Ooh, ghosts are driving. Nice sunroof. I like square bales. It's real, I think. I just like square bales. I actually like the little bales more than the others, but they don't, you can't silage them, and it would be a waste of wrap if you do. But it's a nice, you can handle the little bales. It's a shame that you can't really, I understand why you can't, but it would have been cool if you can do the little bales, then wrap them with their little baler into the big bales, and then actually silage the bigger bales, you know, the combination of little bales. That would have been cool, but I do not think you can. Sorry about that. I'm trying to do this stuff as live as I can. I can't stream, so sorry about that. Do hope some more people will find my videos. Here's some nice holders for stuff. Looks like cup holders, some compartments to hold other things. Very nice switches over there. Nice screen. This side. We've got a little jump seat and a seat belt. Oh my, a tractor with a seat belt. Oh, there's one on this one as well. Wow, these tractors, they are really up on their safety, I must say. They've got roll bars on all their tractors in the game that I've seen, or cabs. At the moment everything is enclosed, so they've got cabs on everything. Let's just get out, because if you are... come on. Come on, don't you want to... Then it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Why don't you want to actually... Ah, there we go. There we go. We unfold you, and now we will start bale wrapping, which is actually fun. So in the shadows it's difficult to see stuff. These bales also are sometimes a bit difficult to spot. If they're in the shadows it's really difficult to see them, but if they're on the grass like that, it's fine. No, that was nice. Oh wait, I need to actually... oh, to drop it. And that's something else. Sometimes you miss stuff. Like the auto drop just now, I missed that I had to do that, because I didn't see it properly there. We just move out a bit. There is not a pickup though, the bales. We don't have to ever pick up bales and transport them to be sold. Then you get the tractor in the correct position. Doesn't always want to do what I want to do. I see there's a new expansion going to be in November-ish. You can't, doesn't always, it's difficult to see. I mean, I have it on medium graphics, so it's still difficult to see some of the bales. Thank you. And then you get that. It's a bit sometimes just to... I haven't really figured out if there's a good or a bad way to do the bales, because the bales isn't regular. The computer can't do the bales the same as with baling, although if you actually do your baling, you can set the interval, you can use the lines, you know, the guidelines to drive on. Here it's just to find the bales and then to drive towards them and pick them up. And again, computer can't do this. Something that would be nice is if the other people, as the NPCs on the map, actually could do some farming of their own. I mean, at the moment stuff just goes to waste when it's ready to harvest. Sort of, if you don't harvest it, the game will automatically harvest that. That would be nice. And then automatically sell it. For example, maybe to your sawmill or to your cement factory. Bring some rocks to your cement factory and sell it there. If you buy the map cement factory, actually go and sell it at the map cement factory. I mean, that you get, there's another, I mean, you can pay for it. Then you can basically choose, do you want to accept products from outside that your factory pays for it? Do you just want to use your own products in your factory? That would be nice. I don't know how profitable some of the stuff would be, but I mean, rocks. Or if you have the sugar mill, maybe it will drop some extra sugar. Or is that more industrial simulator than farm simulator? I mean, you can go and buy most of the stuff at the warehouse, but then you actually have to go there and buy. Now comes the difficult part. What have we missed? Did we miss anything or not? Now here is the thing, where is the other bale? Because one more bale there should be. There it is, there it is, there it is. Go. So I don't know how far this thing actually picks up, and because I don't think I've set the drawing distance. What the problem is, let's see, did I actually set the drawing distance? Let's see, 100%, 30 frames. Percent. Medium, medium. High, high, medium, medium. What is this? That one is low. That one's also low. 40 degrees, 60 degrees. What is this one? 40 degrees. What does let's see, what does 60 degrees mean? We'll see how this is influencing our stuff. Yeah, this I'm not all sure of. Not sure what scaling mode is, I'm not sure what the rest is. I don't want to break the thing. Let's do apply, yes, yes. And we'll go and hand this in. So we'll get 4,000 for that. It's done, yes, complete. So at least we have some more money, which is good. No, no, no. Not really, not really, not really, nothing here yet. So I think we need to go and get some more trees. The little green tractor can do this. Although the little green tractor isn't as powerful as the big yellow tractor. And neither of them, I think, can pull this one. Might be actually be able to pull that one. Ah, it doesn't want to. 13 tons. So we'll have to, actually go and cut off some pieces of trees. How we are doing. Let's find our tree and connect it up. Connect that. So the green tractor can do a lot of this, but some of the bigger things doesn't work. The current winch that's on the back was too you have like a big enough tractor, which this one's really big enough. If you use a big enough tractor, you can put in around 80 tons. And because this one is just a bit not big enough. How big this thing is. This might also be a bit big. I know it's not. It's hopefully will this be full. That's the big question. Now the tractor is standing. It's moving. Coming in at quite a rate. In fact, the other tractor can pull them, but it's a bit small for this. I don't want to do any further, so I'm just stop it there. So at the moment we don't have anything more to do. So I'll see what else is there to do here, and then I will just move stuff around and such for the rest of the day. Or maybe we could go and explore the map some. Harvesting, there is harvesting-y things to do. See, all this is harvest and transport, and then you have to get the harvester to where you are harvesting, and that's the difficult part. Rock one is a bit difficult because you have to see the thing on the rock. This one, it's difficult for me to use this crane to lift up the wood. Deadwood has the same problem as the other one. Fertilizer, it just costs a lot because you have to buy the fertilizer. These are not big fields to harvest, but you have to pick it up and then drop it somewhere else, and that's what it's difficult. Here we've got that field and we have to drop it where, I think. Harvest it there and drop it where? There? Where do we drop it? Yep. What do we harvest? It's just... By the time you borrow the machinery... Yeah, this is hoeing, sorry. Yeah, this hoeing is just... By the time you do this, it's not worth it. The harvesting as well. Interesting stuff, but... Then you have to drive somewhere and... That's a bit difficult, and you have to drive to the harvest field. It will cost us 700. It's not really, we just will get 2,000, so it's not really worth it. Although we haven't harvested this before. Let's do this. Let's save this. Because there's nothing else we can do. To be precise, there's really nothing else that I can do this month. Here we have to pay for stuff. Let's see if we can get this harvester driven over to where we need them. And it's difficult to actually find the field on here because it's so small. So there's the field, but then find the other stuff. Let's try this. We'll have to use their machinery, so it's gonna cost us a lot. So that at least is a small harvester. And as we do, we are driving it over with yon worker. That's also something that sort of nibbles into our economy because we are not driving it ourselves. Simply because it is not fun to drive. Let's see if we can actually get there. Does it want to drive? It doesn't. So it doesn't want to drive from there. It is, I think, because this is too close to that. Go, we'll attach you. I actually did like the cotton harvest when I figured it out. The only problem was it cheated us. We did a cotton harvest earlier, but it cheated because it didn't want to accept the cotton bale when we got there. Because everything is off. All our stuff is off. Alright, so where are we going? Let's first check out our route, which is the difficult part here. We need to get over where? Over there. So if we get down, we turn off there. Now I can see the map, but it is a bit small, and if it's too big, you can't see the rest. The difficult part is I can't drive and look at the map at the same time. And that will be a problem with a lot of people with visual disabilities. It is a tad difficult. And no, it's not a thing about females not being able to actually read maps. I read maps for a living. So that's not the problem. The problem is just the seeing. Not so much reading, but just seeing. So I could, of course, have let the the AI driver have a very difficult time actually driving harvesters around. Most of the stuff he drives fine, but the moment you put it into a harvester, it doesn't do very well. I stuck? Am I stuck on a... I'm stuck in a car. Light for the stuff that can be stuck. Hope we're on the right route now. Is it there what I want to turn? It is. And this is not... It's not always precisely on where it shows you on the map. You can see you are driving slightly off the road. If you sometimes look at the map. So there's this new patch coming, or not, update coming up in November. I've seen some stuff about it. Got a new map, some fishing stuff. I don't know if there's a building thing. There might be a building thing on there as well. I don't know. But we'll first need to finish this next building thing. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, at least I now know where I'm going because I can see my own vehicle, so it's the field I want. No, not much. I want to drive past this field. And I want this field. Okay. What are we harvesting, by the way? What are we harvesting? Spinach, I see. Let's start you with this. It's just easier. We're going to ride along. What does it? Why aren't you working? Don't you want to work? Apparently not. Okay. Well, for some reason you do not want to work. Which means that... Oh joy, I'll have to do this. Come on. Are you actually working? Come on, you stupid thing. There we go. Okay, we are cutting. And here. This is good. This is an ugly field to do. Go. Whatever they want to do. We're going to harvest this for most of the day apparently because our friendly neighborhood worker does not want to, for some reason, didn't want to harvest this field. see if we can get him to start if we're actually harvesting. It actually will start. What does it do? Let's see. Does it continue? Now that's interesting. Doesn't want to start there. So what did it want to do? You don't get into trouble at this moment. Pretty harvester. See why it's a bad idea to have on crop destruction when this guy's farm for you? There we go, now we are working. Let's pop into the can. Got a nice little harvester screen there. I'll show you some actual data. Again, we haven't been in this harvester. Shocking, there's no seat belt. I'm shocked. The safety standards plummet. There's another little horn. Oh wait, I'm lying. There is a seat belt. There's the clip. Very nice. Would have wanted to see this thing at night time. It would have looked so cool. And we even have a camera. Is that a backward camera? That actually supposed to be a camera for the reverse? Well, I presume that is the camera. It's not the rear wing mirror there, is it? No, that's the rear wing mirror. That's the rear wing mirror, and that is the camera. I presume it's the camera from, well, supposed to be your rear camera. Maybe. Front. I don't know what exactly this can actually does do. I like to have the actual harvesting done by the computer because the refilling is sometimes, or the emptying of the stuff is sometimes a bit better. Hop in here and see what's happening. I haven't really done any farming with spinach yet because I don't have spinach home. Now of course it will drive all the way we have done before because we didn't do that other bit. I might have just screwed it up a bit there. because, well, big machine. Not exactly sure what does what here. That is cutting it. This bit and this bit is doing something. There is something swirling and whirling outside. Let's see what else we have. Maybe we've got something new we can get the computer to do. New. No, nothing much. Weeding. Don't really want to do weeding. Somewhere I must do all the weeding to check to see if the new patch actually fixed that bit, or if it just fixed other stuff. So we confused it a bit. That's the one problem if you sort of halfway do a field and then start with this. Maybe if you finish the headers and not able to do headers, but if you go halfway past the headers, yeah, it might not do such a good job. Especially on this corner because I stopped here. Should have gone busy in the corner. See how our things are doing. This one is at 700, this one is at 600, this one is at 500. Definitely this won't be finished today. This actually might complete another pallet today. These two not so much. Here we've got some nice stuff going. We've got some new wood chips, which is good because we're gonna need them. This is almost full. It is on distributing. We want it on distributing at the moment so that it can just store stuff for us. We don't want it to just, although I could put it on storing, it doesn't really matter because storing. I can put it on storing because it will just spawn them there. But I would really hate to, so they distributed all of them, I hope. Put you on distributing again. I want to store you a lot actually in the thing. Now we can see here we've got all of this stuff boxed around. This thing is clear. I think this is maybe in the big one where the I don't know what is stored here. Why is there this clean area? It's a shame that you can't make the walls with this. Here we've got our planks, sort of little planks and little things there. Here is our long planks, the other one is our beams. Really nice texture here, and these don't all look the same. Although the different stuff's like the same like that, but it really looks like, if you look at the individual palette and not look at all of those, it really does look quite nice. See, nice with beams, little planks. So our conveyor belt, now this, we actually do have more rocks than we were using. Our conveyor belt isn't on the million. Actually do need the third belt. This one is just sort of a conveyor. When I actually did this stuff, I read it wrong. Come on, turn it on. It's supposed to work, but it's not actually working. We are still working here, we are still working there. Let's start you up, little tractor. This is something that a little tractor can do. It can actually drive our rocks around. Be able to do that. Where does this be connected? These are actually. The annoying bit is that if you don't use them for a bit, they tend to turn themselves off. Oh, there we go, now it's working. Ah, that one is not on. So, let's run this one, and turn it on. This is the stupid side, but it works on the left side. Let's see. Why aren't you working? Can you turn that on? Turn on, yes you are on, yes, yes. Yeah, that is fine. Control on the plastic. Now you actually use this. And it just sort of switches itself around a little bit. Now here, this one is still working, that's still waiting. This one has got nothing to do, this one is full. Now I could sort of move the belts about and so that I don't have to do this, but and I could actually use a trailer, but the reason I'm not using one is I have the wrong belt. At the time I didn't have enough money to get the correct one, and I didn't realize that I didn't have the correct one because someone didn't look at the video properly when I was looking at the belts, and wonder who that was. Did not see that I was, yes, actually need the, I got confused between this belt and the other belt. Yes, well, that's also something that can happen. Oh, no, don't do that. No. And then you crash into this belt, and then they go and do this. But we can actually fix it. Easy. At least that's the easy thing to fix. So hop out there, hop into this belt here, and let's just move that out a bit again. There we go. Okay, that is going to again. This belt can swivel. So we'll just take a little look, see how much we did there. 21, 23, that's supposed to be able to top it up. So, yep, that's 18. This tractor needs to be fixed again. I'm not really making a lot of money with my silage at the moment because I have to hire mainly my baler. I don't really want to buy a round baler, but because they simply take too much storage space to store around bales. Are we full yet? No, we're not yet full. This thing is slow. For the amount of money we are getting and the speed that thing is working on, it's terrible. Whoops. I just need to dump two in there. I don't have to really keep them full up, but if problems happen, then I know at least I've got these full up. again. Yeah, we've got 20, that's fine. So that will go on. This one is still being working again. So what we really want is we'll need the sheep, and as I said, we really can't afford the paper mill because we don't do enough logging to justify me buying the paper mill for this. I'm trying to buy as much stuff as I can, and in the end I still want a working farm. So we've got a planter. So our seeder, how big is this one? How big an area does it seed? Well, 8 meters. We've got a planter. It does some stuff. 6 meters. We don't want that mower because we have the other one. We are waiting for the double one. This isn't really doing a hurry up and hurry harvesting. We'll wait until it's finished before we have to do stuff. Before we do that, we actually have to go and look where do we dump this stuff. Fine, we can harvest it. Ah, we are taking it to the farmer's market. Last time I took stuff to the farmer's market, it didn't want to accept it. So we are going to do the safe thing because, well, we hope it doesn't crash or do something weird. But yes. So I said when we took the last stuff to the farmer's market, it did not want to work for us. We have our own small little farmer's market thing there. We might just run into, well, next month, let's see, when is harvest? Harvest for that granola is next month. The nice thing about your other crops is, your root crops is, you can actually get 2 harvests in a year, your cotton as well. Then you can get your whatever, your seed radish planted. Just where's seed radish? Your seed radish. Seed radish, where are you? Yeah, your seed radish. Where is seed radish? Sugar beet, sugar beet. Where's seed radish? Where is seed radish? Red beet. Sorry, not seed radish. Oil seed radish. There we go. So here we can plant until October, the seed radish. So if you finished harvesting all of your vegetables, which you could, in September, the only one you really can't is your olives, but olives doesn't count. All of the rest you can finish in September, except soya beans. And soya, sugar bean, spinach, So most of the other vegetables you could, maybe if you were lucky. Cotton not only, yeah. You can't, as long as you can harvest them in September, because carrots will be done. Most of the carrots will be, you can harvest in September. Because here is our, where's oil radish? Oil radish. Yeah, so if you can finish your harvesting here, which a lot of the stuff you can actually have a crop of oil radish on the field, because you have to plant it again in March, and most of these plantings start in March, and by February you will have your, or in April. So it's worth playing. You can do the crop rotation thing if you play with vegetables. If you play with the grains, it's not so easy, because they do a whole year. This is a nice tractor. So where does this thing come out? Some little glitches when it's filling up inside almost. So we will go and dump you. Okay, you are driving. Good. We have a nice tractor. We've got a nice dark mode screen, which I like. I hate these day mode screens. Looks like we've got a radio, maybe? Not sure. Definitely Econ. Some nice dials up there. Some more dials there. More. Really nice tractor, this one. We do have a seat belt. We don't have a extra little chair in here in this one. A joystick, I presume, for the implements. So much more gadget in these tractors that I'm used to. And I'm not used to very complicated tractors. nice mirror we have there. School buses. You don't really have much rear vision, as please see. Why do I see yellow? Is there a school bus? Is it that yellow I see? No, I think it's that yellow I see. Don't really have a lot of rear vision with this trailer on this tractor. You just see the trailer, doesn't matter where you go. So the other reason I don't do the little contracts is because I use the drivers. They tend to cost you money as well. And again, it's difficult for me to actually drive. That's the other thing about my testing it to see, is it worth, I mean, can you actually do all of this fancy stuff without, you can make money, although we are not on easy difficulty at the moment. We are on, hey, come on. What is it, the intermediate, normal difficulty? Yeah, we are on normal difficulty. Ah, so you can't drive. I could have saved myself the trouble. Where will it dump? Where does it want to dump? Does it want to dump here? Because this is not a food dump. Does it want to dump here? Let's see. Or does it want to dump around the corner here at the silo side? Does it want to dump here? Whew. Well, that's not fun. Ah, it wants to jump there. Ah, it is actually doing what it should be doing. So, let's drive back. And even if you don't make a lot of money, it's still fun to do, but it's a bit more difficult. How long are we do this thing yet? Oh well, we're over an hour. Hour and 40 minutes. I hope you didn't find this boring if you are still here. Today was a really boring day on our farm. We didn't really do much. We just filled up there, filled up this, filled up the other thing, and we are not yet at a full honey pellet. We'll save it until the March or some other day. We are almost done there, and then I have to go to where? I think that little corner there, maybe. Somewhere there is not. I think it's there where we had little trouble in the beginning. If there isn't enough place, but we should be able to, I think, complete this little thing without actually having to go and do that little corner there. It's a bit difficult. You cannot just jump in and out with the AI. You drive a bit and then let the AI drive a bit and then you drive, because it's always wanting to restrict it to where it is supposed to be. I think there, at that corner, I will need to go to visit maybe with this and see what it's done. We want to really get as much as we can out of this, because the extra stuff we will get money for, if we can sell it. Yes, we've got the trim lines on this field. I don't have trim lines on, simply because it's not worth it. That realistic I don't want to play because, well, it might be free. I'm not gonna waste all that stuff for the trim lines. I like to play this. I would actually like if there is environmental mode more. Not so much for season farm, it's the same idea, but where you basically only fertilize with slurry or manure. You do use lime, that would be permissible, but if you use other fertilizer you could get penalized a bit. Or it just doesn't count as much. That would have been nice if you can get environmental mode where you can have basically almost the same stuff as precision farming, sort of the same ability to measure your nitrogen, your pH values, but then instead of getting more points for using the fertilizer, you get more points for using slurry or digestate or manure. So that little bit, and I think go in that corner over under that tree. I need to go and do some more, unless this thing is going to do it for me. No, it's not. It's apparently going to do it for me. Oh well, we'll just run over there quickly and go and do that. I don't know if we've done this without these. Let's go to garage. Just I'm keeping it flat because not that it actually very much. Are you done here? Did you do this? No, you did not do this for me. I'll drop you down, turn you on. Go and do this little teeny tiny bit. That sucked. That didn't go well. This, this, this. That's it. One more working. Okay, now it's time to put you up, put you down. Go and find your tractor. What do you do? Oh, harvesters, which is nice. Let's see if I can actually get into position. Not crash into the thing. Go there and let's go. Good. Lovely. Okay, now we can drive you away. Are you stuck? Well, we are slightly stuck. There, go and park yourself there somewhere where you're out of the way. Put you on. There we go, now you can drive yourself to where you need to be. We'll drive to the farmer's market, and while we drive to the farmer's market... Oh, it's not ready there. Come on, you moron, drive to the farmer's market. We'll go and look at the field over there. There, now we can drive there. Grand. Now we'll go and visit the sunflower field over here. Another nice feature of the map, which you cannot see really on this map so well, because it's not, you see it much better on the higher resolution maps. And this one is dead already. Or is it just not? So here we go, we have a maze. So we do have a nice little maze. And here are some weird stuff that's in the middle of it. Not really sure what exactly this is. What's it supposed to be? A boat? Yeah, maybe a boat. Got a play boat here. over yonder, if we just run through the sunflowers here. Got a nice sunflower thing. Very nice feature here, and some swings. So a lovely maze where you can run around in and through. You can, of course, I think, so if you buy this, sell half of the things. Is that a photo? That might be a little photo nook, yes. Here you can take photos. Very nice. So this basically was our whole day. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't very fun. We didn't do much. We just did a bit of harvesting at least. Did some bale wrapping. And we learned a lesson not to interfere with our worker when it is harvesting. There, let's take over. You can see by the wonderful irregular driving, it's me in charge of the driving. So we'll go and park here, sell this, and I think if we there we go, we complete some stuff, and we might have a wee bit over. Yeah, we actually did get a tiny bit of money, which is not a lot. And we will return you. Didn't get a lot of money made, but hey, we harvested the crop that we didn't harvest before. And we visited the other thing. I wanted to come and actually see if there is actually anything in here. Oh well, there's people in here. Let's go to first person mode. Although there's people in here, there isn't any produce in here. So I don't know if it ever actually fills up with something. It would have been nice, you know, if it actually would have filled up with stuff. We can't interact with these people. We haven't really talked with a lot of the NPCs. Walter is on our farm. We haven't really talked to him. There is the guy up here. I know where Ben is. I think it's Ben. I think Ben is there. Ben, there's Ben. Is it Ben? Here is Ben. What does Ben talk about?
Look who we have here. Last time I saw you, you were playing in cow dung. Remember me? I'm Ben. Some call me by my nickname, Helper B. You know, I've been helping your old grandpa for well over 3 decades now. Walter hired me as a helper some 35 years. He showed me everything back then. It didn't take long before your grandparents couldn't live without me. He and his wife welcomed me to the family, and I became part of the farm. Did I want to run my own farm when I was young? Yes, I did. But that never happened. Doesn't matter, though. In a way, you could say I got stuck here. But I tell you what, that's the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't have to travel the world and reinvent myself all the time. That just sounds exhausting.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm the same. Let's travel to do new things.
Then you should do that. However, you're a farmer now. Don't drop your responsibilities. And you know, Walter has been a great boss and mentor to me. But let's get back to the present. I'm happy that you're here and taking over the farm. Last few months have been a challenge. I tell you that. Walter is getting older. He's tired. And had deep wrinkles on his forehead before you arrived. Even deeper than usual. And I'm not getting younger either. I avoid movement at all costs to protect my joints. However, since it was set in stone that you'd take over, his mood instantly turned around. Tell me, are you nervous about taking over?
Oh, yeah, of course we are.
Don't be. You don't have to do it alone. There are people here who will help you. I remember my first day at the farm. I felt like a newborn calf, stumbling around aimlessly. But don't worry, we'll get you up to speed. This place may seem big and intimidating at first, but that's normal.
Okay, what can you help me with?
Well, since your grandfather slowed down, he didn't really bother with the latest machines and did a lot of stuff, well, in an old school kind of way. That's probably why he sent you to me. I'm an avid reader of all those agricultural magazines, you know? Old, but still learning. However, if you need advice on livestock or forestry, you should talk to Katie and Noah, the local animal farmer and lumberjack. If you come to me, I can help you make sure everything grows well in the fields. As your grandpa always says, a watched crop never fails. Except if a twister hits. Happens. Whenever you need me, kid. See ya.
Okay, this is Ben. Oh, we pay some more for some stuff. Let's find Noah. I think he's at the sawmill over yonder. Somewhere around. Not really sure. I really haven't chatted to him before. I've chatted some to Ben and I've... Where is he? Supposed to be a yellow thing. Who is there? Now, what is there? Let's see. No, that's not that. Don't know where he is. There goes the train. Here is our farmhouse. Walter is supposed to be there if he is there. Walter does like to walk around. Here is I think, where is that woman? She should be around here somewhere. I thought she's here. I thought she's around the animal pen. Or did she leave for some reason? Because I've never really seen the others on this map. I've seen Ben because I found Ben. The others I haven't really found yet. They should be here, or if they are not, did they leave us? Huh. Interesting. Maybe she's inside. Is there inside? Can we get inside? Don't know. Haven't tried it yet. Doesn't look like we can. Oh well. Doesn't look like we can chat to any of those today. I think we did. I don't know if we actually ever did chat to Walter. I can't remember. I don't know. We didn't do the. We didn't start with the tutorial. For some reason they are not here today. Maybe they are taking the day off. All of them. So that's basically our day. I'm just going to do some work around, move some other stuff about, pull some other more logs in, closer to where I need it. This one might be finished today. This one not yet. That one not yet. So that's basically that. So we'll just work around doing little stuff on the farm, just pulling on in new logs closer to the sawmill. And that not a very busy day today. Tomorrow we will start our granola harvest. Hang on, let's go there. So we are going to start our granola harvest tomorrow. Wanting to finish that in one day. So we can just as well reverse out of here. We can reverse out of here. Gonna start with this field here tomorrow. So we'll just start here and wait until tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go and donate on patreon.com and see you at my next playthrough. It's going slow at the moment with our main project, the Graneelevator Museum, because we are sort of stuck at the cement factories. They are taking a bit of time. But I think you will in any way be stuck there unless you actually had money and we just start with 100,000.